Hello. Since it is the night before Path of Exile 2, I wanted to share the gift of knowledge with you that other naughty content creators are skipping over, and that is potentially the strongest Ascendancy node in the game, which could give 4 times more damage than the average damage-based Ascendancy node. And your astute observation says it is in the Mercenary tree. I will give you a few seconds to guess which one it is. The correct answer is Weapon Master, which I will get into more detail in a second, but in general, I will be playing Mercenary because I think we will be limited on damage, and damage seems very plentiful on the Mercenary, with potentially getting as much as 160% more damage. But with the caveat that this is clear speed mapping damage, it is not pure single target boss focus damage. So, if you plan on just doing bossing, you can kind of ignore what I'm about to say, although Mercenary is still good if you're just bossing. In Path of Exile 2, our gear is going to be nowhere near as strong as it is currently in Path of Exile 1, because we don't have 10 years of systems to improve or give us so many prefix and suffix options. For this reason, we will be getting a ton of our power from the passive nodes on the tree. I would estimate that each node will be between 3 to 4% damage, which, since Weapon Master gives us 20 extra points to play with, this will be 60% to 80% more damage, which again is 4 times better than other damage node Ascendancy nodes. Along with passive tree nodes, in terms of what kind of skill you want to use in a weapon swap, you want to pick skills that aren't similar to each other, because even though there are hundreds of supports, there are 5 best supports for a given skill in terms of damage. So, since you are limited to one of these best supports per character, you want to use non-overlapping supports. In the Mercenaries case, it seems like AoE focused gems can be used for clear speed, and projectile based gems could be used for single target. Separating these two different categories of skills should allow us to squeeze a ton of damage out of skills you couldn't normally complement each other with. As an example, in green, your main skill could be a grenade skill for map clear. Since it is your main skill, you use the best AoE gems in it, and since it is your main skill, you use it for Weapon Swap 1, which allocate very strong nodes for this skill. The next example in yellow is if you ignored me and decided to Weapon Swap 2 to be another grenade skill. This is not ideal because you've already used your best supports on your main first skill, thus your second skill will do way less damage. Also, now you have 2 AoE skills, which is not going to be good if you are going to be in need of single target. The next example in blue, you follow my advice for a single target projectile based weapon swap, but you don't take Weapon Master Ascendancy notable for 20 extra points, on top of the base 20 that you get through the campaign, because other content creators said it's bad. Due to this, your weapon swap is not as strong as it could be, because you still have a lot of grenade-based AoE nodes on the tree. The last option in red is when you follow the advice of a big brain, out-of-the-box thinker like myself, and you use a projectile-based single target skill with 40 passive nodes on your weapon swap. This results in being able to do a ton of AoE damage with your main grenade skill, and a ton of single target damage with your weapon swap. This is needed because there will be several very tanky rares in maps. And obviously, if you choose to, you will come across a lot of tanky bosses. Lastly, depending on how much love I get on these PoE2 guide videos or suggestion videos, will determine how much quantity and effort I put into future Path of Exile 2 videos. So, as a PoE veteran and someone who thinks they have a big brain and would like to share ideas in the future to their followers, be sure to show your support. It kind of feels bad to see so many people read patch notes with not a single unique idea going through their brain succeeding on YouTube. Thanks.